episode of the Oddass podcast. I'm your host, Jason. This is the other host, Taylor. And good God almighty, we just interviewed Kevin, the man, Aioli, bro. What is life right now, dude?
I don't even know. Was that real?
I don't know.
Did that really happen?
When I said Taylor had to slap me on top of the head, I wasn't kidding. I was not kidding. He had to give me one, guys. He had to give Jay a proper smacking on top of the noodle noggin there, bud.
I bonked him.
We bonked him.
I did.
Yep. Me. He bonked me. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to dive right into this recap, okay? Because it was crazy. First fight card ever in the Paramount era. Might I say it was reminiscent of the first ESPN card era in the manner of it was wonky, bonkers, crazy, cool, unique, new, and fun.
For sure. I agree.
Yeah, man.
100% agree.
Let's dive into the same. Taylor, send us off.
All right, so as always, we each picked our fights for the last week, and this time we tied. 6 picks and 6 picks.
That's how you do it, bro.
Pick 6, baby.
Pick 6, bro.
So this first fight.
You couldn't pick 6.
Well, let me just keep you guys updated. So I have 70, and this man has 73. So he's beat me by 3 right now. I think I got that. I think I can come back from that.
I think so.
I think I can.
You probably win.
I say this every week, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Not tied up.
I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna do more than tie it. I'm gonna go past your score, dog. I'm gonna surpass you.
I don't know about all.
I'm doing it, dude. But first, we're gonna talk about this first fight that we picked: Alex Perez versus Charles Johnson. Now, I was super excited for this fight because I love watching Charles Johnson fight. He's got the coolest style ever. He can take it wherever it goes. And obviously on the other side, Alex Perez has been fighting dogs. I mean, he's been fighting top 10 his past like 5-6 fights. I mean, it's been nuts. He's been losing a lot, but he's won a couple of them. He's won a couple of them.
Nothing but nobody at the top.
I mean, he made it here to fight Charles Johnson, so obviously he's doing something right. And he won this fight against Charles Johnson. Now, some people would say it was a tad bit early of a stoppage, but Charles Johnson was a little loopy in there. He was barely on his feet, dude. Shaky knees.
Stoppage.
I'm just talking about what some people would say. I'm not saying what we say.
Put into it, dude.
But
if you think that, you're fucking insane.
I can see the argument, dude. I mean, it's intelligently defending, and if we have the wherewithal to move out of the way, and I feel like it's up to the ref's discretion, but I could still see a point where it could keep it going. Because, I mean, not intelligently defending is just sitting there and taking them. He was not doing that.
No, but
he was moving.
Also, the ref's job is also to protect the fight.
That is true. I agree with that. I agree with that.
The brain damage that man was taking by that point was pretty significant.
Look, I want to see Charles fight again. Okay, I don't want to see the man take any long-term damage than he has to. I mean, he fought a good fight. Alex Perez was just a better man that night.
That's what happened.
And he took the win.
He did.
And up next, we got Nikita Krylov, or Krylov, however you say it, versus Modestas Bukauskas, however you say that as well.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
So on this one, Mr. Jason took Nikita Krylov, and I took Modestas Bukauskas. It's funny, every time I take Nikita Krylov, it's the opposite of what I say. And same with Modestas. Every time I go against Modestas, he wins. So I chose Modestas, and he lost.
It's almost like they listen and they go, you know what? Fuck this guy, I'm losing.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean, dude? I think that's what they do, bro.
I think it's because I'm bald. I think that's what it is, dude. You look. What do you see on both of those guys? Fucking locks, dude.
A little bit of that right
Nasty locks,
there. A
bro.
little bit of that right there.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So he beat me on that one. Nikita went out there and got it done with a TKO in round 3.
Hey, dude, but every time Modestas laid hands on that man, I thought it was over. I really did. In the first round, anyways. Dude, Modestas was throwing some heat, and Nikita was eating him. I was like, bro, how is he still alive?
Dude, Nikita doesn't have very good reflexes. Like, he doesn't move out of the way very well. I mean,
He's getting up there, though.
He gets past it with his intelligence. It's almost like he sees what you're throwing before you throw it, and he gets out of the way early. But as far as, like, reaction time, that dude just takes whatever you're throwing at him. Unless he, like, called it. But anyway, he got it done that night, so can't really say much about it. On to the next fight. We have Atiba Gutiérrez versus Andre Pulyev. Now, we expected this to be an absolute freaking mauling, and it was not.
No.
And I'll tell you why. I think Atiba went out there in that first round and gave Andre everything he had. He put his hardest punch right on his chin, and Andre just looked at him.
Yeah, it did.
He was like, nah, dude, that wasn't shit. I eat that for breakfast, bitch. And Atiba, he didn't like that very much.
Nope.
That shook his confidence a little and wore him out.
Sure did.
He was tired in the first round.
He was breathing pretty heavy, bud.
Made it pretty easy for Andre to survive. Andre was throwing a little bit of offense himself, but at the end of the fight, it was a unanimous decision for Atiba Gutierrez, which we both guessed that he was going to win. We just thought he was going to be like a head bitten off or a knockout or something.
Brother, I put in a personal call to the paramedic squad. I said, have a body bag there, not a stretcher.
That was wise.
Okay, not an ambulance. Get the fucking coroner there immediately.
But guess what? Andre didn't need it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't
Matter
need
of
it.
fact, I got billed for that. So,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit, dude?
Up next, we got Umar Nurmagomedov, who took on Davison Figueiredo. Excuse me. Taylor, I thought this was a bit of a... this isn't exactly the fight that we thought it was going to be. Now, Umar put on a clinic, is what I would say, man. He just made Davison look like a step below in competition. Overall, it was a solid win. And everyone's giving him a little heat, including us a little bit. But, in the background, you got to think, he went back to Dagestan, and Khabib probably had that dude running and running and running and running some more, bud, and told him, listen, no more L's. No more L's.
That's right.
One more L and you're out, big dog. You got to change your last name.
That's right.
So Umar was not walking away from there without a dub. Kind of like, we'll get into this a little bit later, Sean O'Malley felt like he was a little gun-shy, got in there and does what Umar does, and he packed out the win.
See, I wonder, though. So it looked like Umar obviously got the win. It was unanimous, but it shows how good Davison Figueiredo was that Umar couldn't go out there and shine in this fight.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like that's a reoccurring theme with Umar. Is he's used to being the shining star on these cards, and now that you're up there fighting these fucking beasts, you just kind of look normal, And normal in the sense that you're winning by unanimous decision against a former champion, but normal nonetheless.
Do you think that we as fans, we as a whole, not just me and you, but the entire MMA community, kind of hold these Dagestanians up on a higher pedestal than maybe they should be at because of Islam and Khabib?
For sure. And I would even go as far as to say as they hold themselves up there, too.
Yeah.
Khabib set that bar.
Yeah, dude.
And it's hard to reach that.
I'll do damn near impossible. We just had one of the greatest of all time MMA and combat sports journalists on our program. And, he counts Khabib as one of the greatest of all time.
That's right.
It's hard to beat that, buddy.
That's true. It's hard to live up to the name. Look at the name. Well, yeah, we both chose Umar. We kind of knew that was going to go that way. We just thought it was going to be a little more definitive,
right.
a little quicker, I should say.
Yeah.
But up next, we got the barking dog, Gene Silva, the demon dog, as my buddy here calls him, against Arnold Allen. Two autists duking it out.
Bro.
And that's what they did. Gene Silva took the unanimous decision, and as we expected, they kind of canceled each other out, having the same fight style.
Yep.
And as we called it, Gene Silva was a little more aggressive, and that's what got him the win.
Dude, it was a great fight.
It was.
Dude, Arnold Allen is just getting caught in these shitty situations. And, man, I kind of feel for the guy because he is obviously top 5 material, bro. He really is, man. And he just keeps getting caught in these shittier situations. I, for one, thought he won the Movsar Evloev fight. I thought he won. Now, this one, no. I did not think he won this one. I'm just saying that. It just seems like he's just... He just an extra gear, brother, and he could win these fights, man. And it sucks to see such a talented guy just start taking these L's. One man who he was once undefeated, just chewing. He was the Diego, Lopez, so to speak. A guy just chewing through contender after contender after contender until he got to the top. And you know what Diego Lopez did that Arnold didn't do? you start winning those fights, bro. You know?
I mean, bro, when we're watching Arnold Allen and Gene Silva fight, it almost feels like we're watching the same person fight. The difference is Arnold Allen is such a nice guy, dude.
Dude, yeah.
And it's not that Gene Silva isn't, but, dude, you can tell that guy would bite you if nobody was going to stop him.
Yeah.
And Arnold Allen would help your wound. You know, he'd be like, "Oh no, mate, it's a little burn there."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what we're looking at
If
here.
I had a cat stuck in the tree, I feel like Arnold Allen would climb up there and get that cat, bro.
Yep, I think Gene Silva would probably try to get it with his mouth.
Or maybe cut the tree down.
Cut the tree down, yeah.
With his teeth.
With his teeth. I could see that.
Yeah.
One of those Brazilian trees.
Up next, we have Natalia Silva, who took on Rose Namajunas. But let me tell you something. Did you agree with this one?
I did.
You did?
I did. I could see where people wouldn't, but I do. I think Natalia Silva made it look clean, and I think that's what got her the win. It wasn't necessarily that she outclassed Rose or that she really even beat her. It was kind of a draw, but she did it so clean and so nice.
You know what's crazy? Literally, the reason why I think Rose won is because of the grit. It's because of how gritty. So that's kind of crazy to hear the tale of two tales, per se.
She definitely was more aggressive, but and that might have been what made it look worse. Is she was so aggressive that she was missing a lot,
Did you
maybe.
see her fucking eye?
Yeah, and apparently she said it was an eye poke.
Bro, there's photographs.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Yeah, and she's got to get like fluid drained out of her eye for 2 weeks.
No. For 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
She can't sneeze.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're having an artificial tube put in the back of her eyeball. Dude, what? It's a drainage. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm not even gonna attempt to get it right, as a matter of fact. There's a drainage release valve or some shit in the back of her eyeball that is non-existent anymore. It's particles in the back of her eye socket from her getting poked in the eye. Now, there was one that was like clearly, and during the fight, you know, you could see Rose kind of protested, but was like, "Nah, bro, I'm Rose fucking Namajunas. I'm not stopping this shit.
I'm the best."
She stopped for just, she stopped for like, dude, a millisecond and was just like, "Oh," and then she's like, "Nah, fuck this bitch." But the one that I think really got her was in this clinch situation, and Rose kind of, I can't remember exactly the position, so I'm not gonna portray it as something it's not. But Natalia like pushed her face, and when she pushed her face, her thumb legit went like that far into Rose's eye, dude. And I think that's the one that really did it in. Yeah.
Well, you would say that because you got it wrong.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But I do think Rose won though. But you know, I'm not upset to see Natalia fight Valentina, which is undoubtedly what's going to happen now. You know?
It's a sick-ass fight.
Yeah, I'm not upset with the fight.
I don't see Natalia winning that one, I'm going to be honest. I'm a huge Natalia Silva fan, but I'm an even bigger Bullet fan.
Do you know how big and monstrous a Rose Namajunas versus Valentina Shevchenko fight would be, dude? Dude, that'd be like a numbered event of its own, bro. That could headline.
I agree.
But we'll get Natalia Silva and we'll be almost as happy.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Waldo Cortez Acosta, who took on Derek Lewis. Man, dude, I think I got this one wrong as well.
You did.
Took old D-Lou?
You did.
Yeah. Fuck!
You did.
H-Stone.
You did.
You know what I mean? Well, fuck, dude. He kind of slipped on the banana peel, and it was a snooze fest until then, but only... I saw people, you know, calling it a snooze fest. Nah, maybe it was. But, dude, you got to think. Derek Lewis went in there, and I think he thought the same thing I thought, dude. I think he thought that he was going to go in there and just take this dude out. Or get took out in, like, the first exchange. Then, once he saw that, all right, Waldo's going to jab me up, and I can't catch this dude. And I think he started getting depleted, so to speak. You know what I mean? And I think not that he gave up, but more that he was getting aggravated. You know what I mean? And then, you know, when that slip happened, you could see it in his head, in Waldo's. Dude, for going back to a tale of two tales, you could see Derek Lewis go, fuck!
Yeah.
And then you could see Waldo go, fuck, dude. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. How's it feel down there, big dog?
The athleticism of Waldo was just too much for Derek, man.
Yeah.
I know if Derek would have connected on that chin, bro, then it would have been over. But Waldo, he's too fast, man. He's too athletic.
Yeah.
He can get out the way. And then when Derek fell, he was ready, bro. He pounced on him immediately, didn't waste no time. And I think that's why Derek knew when he fell, he was like, oh, that's it. This dude moves too fast.
Tell, dude, he almost accepted. He was just like, fuck. Here we go.
Yeah. There's no way I'm getting to my feet in time.
Man. Yeah, I want to see Waldo fight the top, the creme de la creme. He called out Curtis Blades, and people will say, oh, man, that's the right thing to do. Let me tell you something, folks. That's not the right thing to do. It's really not. I don't believe so. I think that if Tom Aspinall can't come back by summer, I think you do Cyril Gane versus Waldo. And everyone's saying, oh, put an interim belt on. I don't think you do that either. Let me tell you why. Because if Cyril Gane wins, you got to give him an interim belt. And that dude doesn't deserve one after the Tom Aspinall fight. He doesn't deserve to be fighting. Now, listen, should he be fighting for a number one contendership? 110% if he's not fighting for that belt. But you can't reward that kind of, fuck up with, a belt. You really can't.
And then before that, the John Jones blunder.
Yeah, dude.
I really, bro.
Yeah.
I'm half convinced he threw that fucking fight.
Say
it just looked so. It looked black and white, bro. Like he just went up against the fence and was like, okay, all right, do it. Just hurry up.
Hey, dude. Just like Rafael Fiziev said, Rafael, you're cooking, bro. You're cooking.
With grease.
Yep. Up next, we have Sugar. Sean O'Malley. Who took on Song Yadong? Tell me what you think about this one, bud.
I was very happy to see Sean win, dude.
Yeah, me too.
He definitively won. Song looked good in there, but Sean was just a little too fast for him, man.
Yeah.
And you could tell, as I predicted, Sean O'Malley was frustrating the shit out of Song Yadong, bro.
Dude,
he was having too much fun in there. But I will say, that did not look like the Sean O'Malley that we've seen before. Right. He was not. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't showy. He wasn't confident. He was just in there doing a normal fight.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. He was dead serious on this fight.
Yeah, dude. He knew he had to get the dub. And you could see, first round, Sean definitely won. He went into it with a mission. And he knew that he accomplished it in that first round. The strike Song did get off landed, I believe, on his shoulders. Maybe the forearm.
Oh, yeah, he didn't have a mark on him, dude, at the end of the fight.
Nah, dude, he looked fine, dude. The only thing that happened was his foot was ballooned up, but it happens at the end of every one of his fights. Mm. You know what I mean? He's a heavy kicker. And he broke an ankle one time, so I'm sure he has problems with that thing swelling up just in general. Well, and here's another thing is, you go undefeated for so long, and then you have the Cheeto mishap, but, the Sugar State Athletic Commission don't fucking count that shit. That's right. So That's right. We fucking bypass that. Yeah. And if anything, he might have won that fight. Yeah. And then the Pedro Munoz, that was a win. He TKO'd Pedro Munoz. Everyone tries to say, if you go back and review the footage, it wasn't actually a foul so much as it was. I can't say that. I was about to say something fuck. Sugar State Athletic Commission might not agree with that. Well, they might agree with it, but they won't acknowledge it publicly. So, anyways, you go undefeated for so long, you take 2 L's like that by a dude that you can tell when Sean talks about that in his heart of hearts, he's like, dude, I know I can beat that dude. Mm-hmm. Then you take 2 L's to him, dude. You know what I mean? And the UFC has given him no more privilege at this point. They're just like, all right, you got to build your way back up to where you were. Yeah. And you know what? They kept him at 3. Obviously, the UFC doesn't handle these things. I agree with that. I really do. I think Rob still should be, number 1. Piotr should, obviously, he's the champ. But I'd like to know who they've got at number 2. Who's number 2? Is it Umar? It is. It is? I'd like to see that fight. Umar versus Sean O'Malley. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Number 1 contenders fight right there, bud. Damn right. Yeah.
It'd be sick.
Corey Sandhagen, that'd be great too. But I feel like the UFC knows that Corey will just go out there and wrestle him. And like going into it, you go, dude, Umar's definitely gonna mix in the grappling and the wrestling and all that and blah 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 blah. But like, you kind of know it going in, so it doesn't disappoint. Where with a Corey, you're like, dude, two of the most distinguished elite strikers ever in this division, period. Maybe in the UFC. I mean, that's kind of, that's a little far-fetched. But, when you see two of the most distinguished elite strikers of all time from that division go out there and one of them just holds the other one down for 3 rounds, that's not what you want.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So I feel like they probably won't do Corey versus Sean because going into it, they know that'll just be a grapple fuck.
That's been one I've always wanted to see, but I think you're totally right.
And if Corey just signed something that was like, look, I'll take him down once and then I'll get up. Kind of like, remember MVP and Kevin Holland when they were like, all right, we're not going to take each other down. And then Kevin did take him down.
Yeah.
He got right back up. But, if they did something like that, then it'd be like, all right, that's the fucking fight. Fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Fuck the champ. Look, hey, put a BMF belt on that. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anyways, up next, we had the main event of the evening when Justin, the highlight, Gagey, took on Patty the Batty Pimblett. What'd Kevin say? A slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker is what he called it.
Called it.
Not a very technical fight. It was a slobber knocker.
Yeah. I'd say Justin's grappling defense up against the cage was very defensive and tactical. Where Patty would go for certain trips and takedowns and try to outposition Gagey, but Gagey's wrestling just would kick in and he would just be a step ahead of him. You're not gonna out judo Justin Gagey unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov or Islam Makhachev.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. With everyone saying it wasn't a very technical fight, maybe on Gaethje's end, all of his technicality came in making Patty Pimblett brawl with him.
Yeah, you could say that.
It's like that's why it didn't look technical because he was trying to make it brawl.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like that was his technical prowess in this fight. Whereas Patty Pimblett didn't look like he had any answers for Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
He thought he was prepared and he was not.
No.
Now he survived, but that boy took a beating, bro. I think he took a worse beating he's ever probably taken in his life.
Yeah, man. And what's crazy is when you look at the significant strikes here, 144 to 156, 144 being Gagey, and the latter being Patty, those weren't little pitter-patter shots.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of those were thrown to finish the fight. Every one were power shots, man. And, I doubt these guys will hear it, but if they do, I'd like to commend the both of them. That was, maybe you've got super duper duper extra hardcore, because I like to think of us as hardcore fans, but maybe you've got the super extra obnoxious hardcores that are like, oh, it was a good fight. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, do that.
That was a great fight.
It was.
And you know what? I want to see more of it. All right? This isn't Masvidal and Kimbo Slice in somebody's backyard, dude. This was a fight. It's the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Tell him, dog.
It's not the Ultimate Mixed Martial Arts Combats Association Championships.
Preach it.
That's not what it is. It's fighting. And those men went out there and delivered a fist fight of the likes that you'll never see again, probably for 5 years.
That's right.
So, when people think of the greatest fights of all time, this will be in their top 10. Guaranteed, in 20 years. This will be in their top 10, man.
I can see it.
Yeah. It's a great fight.
It was a great fight. Everybody thought Patty was going to win, including me. But this guy did not. He had Justin Gaethje, and he went out there and did the damn thing and showed why he's a legend.
Yeah.
Why he's out there fighting.
Awesome.
For the champ next. He's getting it, dude.
So, let me ask you this. We know that Justin's got that interim belt. But do you think that Ilya will be his next fight? Or do you think he's going to have to do a Tom Aspinall and defend that interim belt?
I think Ilya will be in his next fight. I do.
That's right.
They're certainly not going to give it to Armin, you know what I'm saying?
They should.
Bro, I saw a graph the other day, and it was like the people the UFC hates, and it was like, hates the most, and then under that was Armin.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I saw that one too.
Shit was funny.
It is true, though. It is true. And Armin's funny. He's starting to understand the social media thing, dude. He's really adapted well.
I think he's starting to understand socialization in general.
Yeah.
I think that dude's been sheltered his life.
He's
and
actually funny, too.
I don't think he's ever had to get along with anyone before.
Hey, dude, him and the Guru had a grappling match. You see it?
Dude,
they told Guru, I can't remember this. Aiden Ross told him he'd give him $15K if Guru could take him down, and Armin was not allowed to do anything but defend. Right? So he couldn't take Guru down. All he could do was defend.
And Guru's twice his size.
Bro, and Jack. People try to act like that dude's not. People think he's fat. Dude, that dude's got arms the size of these coffee cans. You know what I mean? He's a big dude. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", maybe. Something like that. Maybe bigger than that. He's a big guy, man.
Yeah.
And, and Armin just led the bull. Do you know what that means? Maybe, and a lot of people probably don't know what that means.
The Matador led the bull?
It's when a...
No. You said Armin, not Ilya.
Yeah, exactly. But no, led the bull is when you're a smaller wrestler taking on a bigger wrestler, and it's about a lot of things, but it's practically about head positioning, arm control, wrist control, and kind of just staying out of the way so you don't get shot on or get taken down, And he stuck his head in his chest. And actually, and by the way, that's like a crucial part of it. He didn't have to do that until the end. And then when Guru was really like trying to turn it on, it was all wrist control. It was all wrist control. And then at the end, Arnold was like, "Oh, this is a big dude," and he stuck his head in his chest, bro. And that's all he had to do to keep from getting taken out. There was like almost no technique. He didn't have to do anything. He just fucking come here, you little motherfucker. Make sure he didn't.
Hell yeah.
It was crazy.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that event as much as we do. And, man, what we got going on, Taylor? What have we got going on, bud?
I'll tell you what we got going on. First, I want to talk about this. So, bro, the Paramount era is here.
Yeah.
My man. And shit's a little different.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if y'all was watching all of that, but there was some badass commercials.
Loved it.
Like, a lot of them. Not just like one or two. There was some sick-ass commercials. Bunch of them. And I don't know if you noticed, but they've got a pretty damn good music catalog now, man. I don't know how that changed, but I heard Black Sabbath. I heard Blink-182. I mean, there was some badass shit. Usually, like, UFC commercials have, like, unknown songs in them, from what I've heard. But, man, they've really stepped up their game. I will say there was a few blunders at the beginning there.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you're going to have that.
Yeah, old Bruce Buffer said some names wrong. And, I guess they didn't really think about the cancellations. Yeah. And they started an hour later than they said that they were going to start. That was a little weird.
Cool I wasn't cool with
I will say, though, that's the first time I've ever watched the pre-show. So, thanks for that, I guess. That's another thing I want to say. So, thank you, Paramount, for putting the pre-show and the post-show in the same fucking stream. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I can just watch the pre-show, watch the fights, and watch the post-show, and I don't have to change a damn thing. That is so convenient, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Love that.
Yeah. And they have a really good pre-show as well. One thing that I would like to, and Dana got asked this, and his response to it was pretty much, these guys got to make money too. But, Ariel Helwani had a really good take on this. Whenever they're talking about, and I'm one of the guys that didn't like this, they had badass commercials. Yeah. But, when you get to the main card, part of the experience of watching a UFC card is seeing the guys that you love to watch walk out. And you like to listen to the corner, too. You want to hear what the coaches are saying. You want to hear what the fighters are listening to, how they're responding, what they're thinking, what's going on in those corners. In that time, it's chaos turned into, blueprints, pretty much. And we didn't get a lot of that. We got it for the main event, but the co-main, I don't believe we got it for. The fights for that, we didn't get it for. You know what I mean? I think we got to see Sugar walk out.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a given.
It's a good point. I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out, but that is a thing.
And with the commercials, because it's very, very affordable now. I just feel like you add a little time in between the fights. Fill those things up with commercials. I would much rather, because they've got good commercials, like you said. I would much rather see the commercials and maybe have just a little more time. Hell, dude, in boxing, sometimes we have to wait an hour in between fights, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In between, like, the featured bout and then the co-main and the main. Sometimes it'll be an hour in between fucking fights. And just be all commercials, and then it'll snap to people just run around like chickens with their head. And you, maybe not trained eye won't see it, but a trained eye can see that some of these people are just off the cuff coming up with shit to talk about because, oh, by the way, this fight was supposed to already be done with, you know? So, hey, it can be done. It can be done. And, you know, if someone from the UFC hears this, I would like, you know, hey, just a super fan here. I'd really like to see the commercials just be expanded, and then just the main card. Just the main card, and maybe not even all of them, but like those last 4 fights, I'd like to see what's going on in those corners. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Another thing that I noticed was they had the Dominic Cruz retirement video.
Yeah.
And they played that right as the prelims were going off and the main card was coming on. So half the people missed that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you realized that, because, like, I mean, it said
I didn't catch it.
It came up and it said, all right, now we got a special presentation for you, and it played like the first 2 seconds, and then it said stream ended, and you had to go to the next one. And by the time I went to the next one and went to the main card, it was over. I was like,
yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
Damn.
Like the next day. I had no idea.
Yeah, it was wild. I didn't really like that. They need to do better about that. I don't know how. I don't even know what to tell you on pointers for that, but, you know, watch the transitions a little better. That was a little strange.
Hey, they are Paramount, though. They will have this dialed in.
Oh, they've got AI listening to this now, and they'll
110%.
add it to the database.
Yeah,
I have no
like
doubt.
Mr. House from Fallout.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
That's
Bro,
right.
never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. A little off the record.
Forgot what we were doing for a second.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun buy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Taylor, tell them about what we got coming up this Saturday.
This Saturday, we got fights, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We got fights. Guess what? They're badass. They're going to be sick fights. It's in Australia. The best Australian fights.
Never.
The best.
Absolutely.
That's right. We got Volkanovski fighting Mr. Diego Lopez once again.
Ooh, I got the chills just then.
Brother. I think Volkanovski's going to do it. We're going to get there. But first off, would you like to start at the prelim?
Jonathan Metcalf. I think that's how you say it. If I'm fucking that up.
McAuliffe.
Yeah, but I don't think that's how it's said. I think it's Metcalf.
All right.
I think so, dude. I might be fucking that up. He's taking on Oban Elliott. And here's the thing, brother. I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes here. Jonathan's been talking shit, bud. Oban's taking this one personally. Okay? I'm a big fan of Oban. Jonathan burst onto the scene, I believe, last year as an 8-0 guy. I think he might have took a loss. It might be wrong. Can we look at his record real quick, brother?
He's 8-1.
Yeah, I just don't want to fuck this up. What we got going on here? What was his L? What was his L? Was it in the UFC? No, he got the E.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only got 2 fights in the UFC.
Yeah, and he took dubs on the Contender Series and at the Duplessis versus Strickland.
Mm-hmm.
So bro hasn't fought in a year. He took on Kevin Doucette. That's Israel's boy. He trains over there with those guys.
Kevin Juicy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a cool dude though.
Right
That's
on.
a good win. That's a good win, by the way. So anyways, getting back to it, I'm just going to ride with Oban. I'm not even going to try and break this down, man. I don't know how he's going to get it done. Probably a knockout. He's taking this one personally, and, you know, he's got the guns that ain't for fun. You know what I mean?
They're not.
He's got the charm, but he means all the harm. You feel me, dude?
And he'll do it with his arm.
Yeah. He's got the knuckles, but he's going to take a buckle to that ass.
That's right. We've got more of these.
A whole lot more.
I don't know.
More, but they're not coming right now. Oban Elliott, I'm taking him by KO or TKO. If you're a betting man or woman, do not listen to me. Okay? Because I live in a state where I can't bet on these. But if I was living in a state where I could bet on these, I wouldn't bet on this fight. Because I got a rule. I got some guidelines to adhere to. Some personal ones. And that's I don't bet on fights where I am a fan of one person or the other or both. So, with that being said, I'm going to take Oban because he's one of the boys.
Well, be honest, bro. You got me second guessing myself here.
Yeah. Now go ahead and say Jonathan.
I'm taking Jonathan McCaleb.
Go ahead and take him.
I am.
I'm got a Wales versus Australia fight, bro.
I'm bringing him with me.
That's going to be sick.
That is going to be sick, dude. They're going to be fired up.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
They're going to be really fired up.
Up next, we have Jacob Malkoun taking on Torres Finney. Taylor, you got in this one?
Torres Finney, my man.
Me too.
Yeah, he's not losing. He's not losing, bro. He's 11-0, and that dude is built like a fucking tank.
Yeah, USA, baby.
Jacob Malkoun's pretty good, too. He's an up-and-coming guy, and they obviously want him to win because he's in Australia, but why did they give him Torres Finney then?
Yeah. Jacob Malkoun is good, though.
He is
good. But I think they're trying to build up Torres Finney, bro. I think they're trying to build him up. He was a problem on the regional scene. I don't know if you ever saw him pre-UFC. Yeah, might as well have been Atiba.
I mean, bro, look at this dude's fucking physique, man. This dude is jacked.
Yeah, bro.
Look at that. I mean, they don't even look like they're in the same weight class, bro.
Looks like a heavyweight.
That's crazy.
5'8" middleweight.
He looks like he's wearing armor.
5'8" middleweight, bud.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Up next, we have Cam Roston taking on Cody Brundage. Brother, I don't know who Cam Roston is. Do you?
I did some research.
All right, tell us about it.
I'm only going to say that I'm taking Cam Roston.
Huh.
I am.
I don't pick Cody Brundage to win the fight.
I will say, I hate that I'm not picking Cody. He's one of the Carolina boys. I like to go for them anytime I can, but I don't think Cody Brundage wrestling is going to get this one done. I think Cam Roston's going to knock him out.
I'm just saying Australia, obviously, look at the next 4 fights.
Yeah, Australia. Yeah.
So, you even got 2 Australians fighting each other. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not that, you know, obviously I just said USA, and the last one, guys, love my Americans, especially a fellow Carolinian.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But I'm going to go with Cam Roston just because whoever he is.
Would you like to look at his last fights?
Yeah.
Just for the shit of it, you know?
Let's take a gander at the shit of which it is.
I went and looked at some things. They enlightened me a bit. So Andre Petrosky, a known wrestler, knocked his ass out in the first round. Yeah.
I do remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. He's throwing bombs, brother. And if you look a little further down, you'll see he also is doing calf slicers and rear naked chokes. Yeah.
Cody Brundage is cooked.
Yeah. Fuck. He's taking a long flight to lose. And I don't mean that with disrespect. I like Cody Brundage. I'm just saying this was not very nice of them to put him up against Cam Roston.
At least he got some good food while he was there.
Damn right. He gets some nice views. He gets to hear some cool accents.
Yeah.
All that shit.
We're both taking Killer Cam.
We're camming it up, dog.
Hey, up next we got Junior Tafa taking on Billy Elikana Taylor. I'm taking Billy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Billy Elikana. That dude is coming up big time. He's like
he looks terrifying.
He's like one of those Marcus McGee types. Like you're not gonna forget him, bro. He's gonna be around for a little while.
Bro, that is the best description. He is like fucking heavyweight, light heavyweight Marcus McGee. That's what he is.
Yeah, dude. He's about this shit.
Yeah, and Junior Top 5 is, listen, dude, those guys, what his brother did for the UFC, astronomical in that part of the world, but is it disrespectful to say their time's passed?
A little bit. I mean, I don't know if their time's passed. I just think that the hype has died down for them. There was a lot of hype.
I'm not a fan of Junior.
I'm not either. I'm honestly not. All right, so I do like Justin Taffa a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Junior Taffa is not living up to the Taffa name, and it's no disrespect to Junior Taffa. I'm just literally speaking on what I've seen.
Up next, we've got Quillen Salkield taking on Jamie Malarkey. Taylor, I'm taking Quillen.
I'm also taking Quillen.
Yeah, Jamie took this on short notice.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wasn't even supposed to be there. He's like, man, I live around the corner, so he decided to show up and save the day. And good on him, man. I like Jamie Malarkey, but not against Quillen Salkield.
Yeah,
dude, who came up with that name, my man?
Who?
That looks like something you see written on a cave wall.
I'd like to shake his father's hand.
Me too.
Buy him a beer.
Killing.
Yeah.
I wonder if they call it killing or if it's quilling.
Wonder if they were taking the piss. That's what they say there.
They could have been taking the
That's
piss.
what they say there, bud.
Yeah.
Could have been taking the piss.
Could have been taking the piss.
Yep. Up next, we got Tattoo Ivasa coming back. He's back.
For now.
He's taking on Taliesin Teixeira. Taylor, if you got this one.
Give me Teixeira, my man.
Nope, I'm taking Tattoo Ivasa.
Oh, that's another point for me, my man.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it
No,
is.
Go ahead
Yes,
and
it
tell us
is.
why Taliesin will win this, and I'm going to tell you what Taliesin
Oh, well, I don't think Tattoo Ivasa has anything for Taliesin Teixeira because he's 6'2" compared to 6'7". He's going to be throwing bombs and missing. And Taliesin Teixeira, it's like Derek Lewis against Acosta all over again, bro. Teixeira's going to get out of the way. He's more athletic. Tattoo Ivasa is probably got ring rust. He's coming off of a long not fighting time. But go ahead. Tell me what you got, brother.
For one, I think Taliesin's going to be slower than Tattoo Ivasa.
Okay.
Tattoo Ivasa, for a big man, is quite fast, bud, and actually has pretty sharp footwork, bud.
Okay.
I don't think his shots are going to be missing. As a matter of fact, I've seen some of his training footage since he's been gone. And, bro, listen, he gained a lot of weight. I think he thought he was done fighting there for a minute. That might play into a Teixeira win, by the way. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying Teixeira can't win this fight. I see this as a 50-50 fight. I see is tie back because he needs the money, or is tie back because he wants some prestige, bud. You know? Because if he wants some prestige, he took a camp seriously. And by the way, with what he looks like now versus what he looked like just mere months ago, I think he's taking this shit fucking serious.
I did see that. The picture where he had a bunch of weight on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks totally different now.
Looked like the Michelin Man.
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
Not only that, we got to remember, Taito Ivasa almost knocked out Cyril Gahn. You know what I mean? Taito Ivasa ran through Derek Lewis, who I think Taliesin fights like an athletic version of. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be a great fight. I think people got this messed up. I really do. I don't think this is going to be a sloppy fight. I actually feel like for once in a long time, we're going to get a technical heavyweight fight. And it's going to be who wants it more. That's what I think we're going to get. And Taliesin very well may prove that he wants it more. But, you know, I'm going to ride with my boy, Taito Ivasa, dog. And if he wins, I'm doing a shoey out of a work boot.
You got to record it, bro. We can put it on the pod.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. No, definitely.
I'll do it with Crown, not fucking beer, not piss, mate.
We got to give people what they want, man.
Yeah. If you guys want it, hey, like, subscribe, follow, share with a friend. And if this thing gets 5 shares, 30 likes, and 5 comments, I'll do a shoey with a work boot, a legit work boot with Crown.
You know what? I'll double that. I will double that. If all of that happens and this man does one, I'm going to do it too. We're not even going to be in the same place. We're not. But I'm going to do me a little recording of me drinking some nasty shit out of a nasty-ass shoe. And I think my man's going to do the same.
Oh, bro, those work boots are fucking rank, bud. Yeah, I mean, not that my feet stink, not that they even stink. It's just, dude, the shit they've fucking been through, dude. The chemicals, the burns, the fucking bullshit I've done, you know, for work, man.
And you guys want to see him drink that, so like, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Yeah. Up next, we've got Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Houfi.
Dude, this one was hard for me to pick.
I still don't know, bro.
This one's really hard for me to pick. Honestly, this feels like the type of fight that you pick. No matter what you pick, the other person's going to win. That's how I feel.
I feel like I'm going to get it wrong no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like if I pick Fiziev, Rufy's going to pick it or take it. And then if I pick Rufy, then Fiziev's going to take it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to roll with my gut because this is one of my favorite fighters, actually. I know he's not a lot of people's favorite fighter, but I don't know. I've always liked Fiziev, so I'm going to take Fiziev, bro.
Yeah, let him cook.
I'm going to let him cook.
Let him cook.
I am.
Yeah, that was totally missed by the audience at the pre-fight press conference.
And he didn't even say a lot, bro. So, like, the one thing he said was just like...
And it was perfect. It was perfect.
Right on the money.
I'll do just like Volk, and I'll go cook. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, dude, you got me.
Damn
you
right.
got me, big dog.
Damn right.
Yeah, no, I just feel like Hoofy isn't going to be able to catch him with some of these strikes that he catches other folks with. Now, here's another thing. You know he left the fight nerds, right?
Yeah. I heard they kicked him out. Because, all right, so what I heard was, this is just what I heard. I'm not saying that this is all credited or anything.
And we do have inside sources.
But this is not from that. This is just
We're better than you just a little bit.
This is just what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard that Mauricio Rufy went and trained with, like, I don't Volk or something,
yes.
Someone else.
Correct.
And then they got real pissed off about it. And we're like, well, then fuck you. And they were like, don't come back.
That very well may have
Which
happened.
is lame, but whatever.
That very well may have happened.
You know, the only thing about this fight that makes me nervous for Fiziev is that Rufy's got some ground game, dude, and I've never seen Fiziev show his ground game. I mean, we've seen him kind of go on the ground, but we've never seen it be a game plan.
Yeah.
And like Rufy might very well make that have to be your game plan.
Yeah.
Like he might not give you a chance to strike because you might think Mauricio Rufy can strike like a motherfucker, but I think Fiziev wins the striking match. Now I think Mauricio Rufy could definitely catch Fiziev in a submission like that. But
I also think he can catch him, but it's got to be a down the pipe shot. I don't think he can catch him with a spinning shit like Nate Diaz would say. I think he's going to have to catch him with something precise, technical, and fundamental.
There's certain people that if you're planning to strike with, you have to be precise, or else don't even do it.
Maybe like a double jab and then a two right down the middle, right on his beak.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just something in the middle of the chaos, and you just throw something fucking just super basic but super devastating.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I know I just said let him cook, but I just talked myself into going with Mauricio. So you got Fiziev, I got Rufy. But I'm not gonna be mad at whoever wins this. I love this fight.
Hell
And
yeah.
I can't wait to watch it.
Me too.
Hey, dude, you know
it's kind of. I do, bro. Every time I see this fight on the card, it makes me think of you. I'm like, oh shit.
You know,
Oh shit. Jason's not gonna like that. I'm not picking Dan Hooker, dog. I'm not picking him. I'm picking Benoit Saint-Denis, baby. I think Benoit's hungry, bro.
Dude, you know what? Just give Dan Hooker to Khabib. Just let Khabib get back and just let Dan Hooker fight. You know what? Let Francis Ngannou come back to the UFC. Let him fight Dan, dude. You know?
Dan would fight him too. That's what's crazy.
Fucking for real.
Like, yeah, bring it on, bitch. What's up?
He fucking would, dude. He fucking would. You know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with the Hangman, bro.
The Hangman.
That's who I'm going with.
Yep.
And he's gonna knock him out. As a matter of fact, dude, I really do feel like Benoit's gotta grapple. He's got to. I feel like, dude, Dan's gonna be able to take shots that other people can't. He is. If he's not the absolute tippity top peak, like mountain peak of the highest level of competition in the lightweight division, he's right. If that's the peak, he's fucking right there, bud. It almost doesn't get better. And when it does, it's the Ilya Topurias, the Arman Sarukians, the Islam Makhachevs. You know what I mean? Dude, he almost beat Dustin Poirier in one of the other greatest fights of all time. You know what I mean? Man, I'm going to tell you, I'm going with Dan Hooker because that's my dog. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about this. Just like with Arman. But with Arman, it was like certified threat level. With Benoit, it's like, dude, is this going to piss me off? You know? Because this could be an absolute, just like Fiziev and Rufi. You go into that and you're like, damn, bro, this is going to be a showdown. This has the potential to be like fight of the year candidate. And I know that's crazy to say on the second event of the year. And we just had Patty versus Gagey, but like this could legit just be a blood bath. Does Benoit want it? Does he want it to be a bloodbath? Do you really want to be a UFC fighter, bud? Or are we going to take him down and try and submit him like Armin did? Because, listen, dude, Dan's got some tricky little reversals and shit, but, you know, Benoit's, he's got really good grappling, you know, so we'll see, but Dan's going to take him there. If he was saying that the pre-fight press conference, he's been saying it, building up this, I want a bloodbath. I want a bloodbath. I want to put on a show. We'll fucking find out. I'll tell you that much. You know, I can't tell you for certain who's winning this fight. I'm going to ride with my dog, but if he wants that, Dan's going to give it to him.
I can agree with that. I can certainly agree with that. Dan's not going to just sit back and let Benoit dance on his ass.
Nah, dude. He's going to be hitting him with bows, knees. Dude, do you remember Dan Hooker's come up? It was knees. It was just knees. That's what he did to people. And you knew it. You knew what was going to happen, and you couldn't do a fucking thing to stop it. He would tie clinch every single guy he fought and just knee them right down the pipe, bud. Right on the hair of their chinny chin, brother.
He's the Khabib of Muay Thai clinches.
Really, dude. He really was. He really was. He was a legend. Up next, we've got
Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah. I don't know the words. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Against.
Come on. Yep. Put that shit on, bro. That shit was swanky, good dog.
Damn right, dude. That's my Diego Lopez. That's my Diego Lopez.
He's from Brazil.
He's from Brazil, but he also claims Mexico
Hey,
too. So I am not wrong.
He's got that Mexican stash.
He does, dude. And everybody that has that stash, you're automatically just a Mexican man.
Sean Strickland, Don Fry, but Mexican.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what he is.
Who you got, dog?
Brother, I'm taking Volkanovski, dude. I'm not picking against that guy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Volkanovski all day. I mean, I love Diego Lopez. Basically, if there was anyone else there fighting Diego Lopez, I'd pick Diego Lopez, but not Volk, dude.
I think this is going to be a different fight. People think, and I'm guarantee you this is why the UFC put this fight together, they think this is just going to be a part two, brother. They think this is going to go from what it was and this is what it's going to be again. No, sir. Not in my mind. No, sir. I think that on both sides of the formula here, I think Volkanovski's going to be wanting a cleaner execution. I think he's going to be wanting to finish the fight and a little play on the execution. But like when I say execution, I mean the entries, the footwork, the strike combinations, the amount of strikes thrown within those combinations, the amount of time he spends in the fire versus out. Obviously, he's going to have to dodge in. But I think he's got something up his sleeve, bud. As far as Diego Lopez, same thing, brother. Only he's got the reach. I think he's going to want a cleaner match, clearer execution. I feel like he just wants to win the fight. Whether it's a finish, a decision, it doesn't matter. But, you know, I really don't feel like he gives a fuck if he gets busted up. So when I say cleaner match, I don't mean like, no blood. What I mean is like, just better execution in there. You know what I mean? This isn't going to be a Gagey and Patty. I really don't think so. I think this is going to be a technical, tactical, well thought out dance.
For sure. And Diego Lopez is going to be touching his neck the entire time.
Yep, it is. Yep, sure is. I'm here for it. Yeah, I hope Volk can pull it off, man. He's been talking about going up to lightweight if he gets the dub. I don't know if I'll maybe versus Gagey, and that's why I was asking earlier about do you think Topuria and Gagey? I was saying something like that. I actually feel like if Topuria can't come back, dude, I said it a year ago. I'd like to see Volkanovski versus Gagey.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it'd be a great fight.
It would be.
Yeah, man. I'd like to see that fight, man.
I would almost worry a little bit for Volkanovski in that, dude, just because I feel like the reach of Gaethje's gonna be too much. Because Gaethje's already too much for most people when it comes to boxing, but when you put a reach in there too, ooh.
Dude, what's crazy is Volkanovski's actually got pretty long reach.
Really?
For a short guy. What's his? Well, we got it pulled up.
71.5.
Yeah, and he's 5'6".
We can find this out. 71.5.
And he's 5'6", though.
And he's 5'6".
Yeah, that's crazy for a 5'6" guy.
Man, they don't have it anywhere, do they?
They should.
Stats. Bio.
His reach is 70 inches.
Dude, Volkanovski's got more reach. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
I would have never guessed that. Holy hell. Well, never mind. Everything I just said.
Hey, dude. I just took my Mark Hunt comment back.
You did?
I did. I just leveled up from that.
You did.
Back to
I'm very
neutral.
proud of you, dude.
Thanks, bud.
I was going to cut that out for you.
No, he probably should. You ain't got to cut this one. You usually don't.
I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out.
You don't know.
You don't know. You
what
don't.
it's like.
Yeah.
To be a big dumbhead. But I do now. I do.
We do.
We do.
Oddass podcast.
Yep. Well, hey, listen, brother. I've got to get to work.
Yeah, this man has to work in like 3 hours, and it's 9:30 at night.
Not a little more than 3, but yeah.
I was
estimating.
estimating.
Not far from it, big dog. Not far from it. Got a huge day at work tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm hoping we can get this thing knocked out and not have to work all weekend. That way I can catch the card in its entirety the way God intended. So, hey, listen, guys. If you haven't yet, give us a like, guys. Give us a share. Give us a comment, man. We see you guys. We see the real hardcores out here. You know what's crazy, bro, about doing this whole thing? Nah, we're going to do this at the end. We're going to do this at the end.
We are.
And then we're going to clip it up, and we're going to call you out by name eventually. Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy? Our hardcores are people we've never even met. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they love our shit.
That's right. That's kind of how it always goes, bro. Like when I release music too, it's always people that I've never heard before, like fanning out over my shit. It's never anyone I know.
Dude, and like, listen, I'm not even trying to be ugly or mean or nasty or nothing. Like, I'm really not. Okay? There's some really talented people that look at this shit and go, damn, boy, that shit fired, dog, on the set. On my mama, that shit fired.
They say that. I've heard it.
Yeah, dude, especially on that part. And then, but the people that have done nothing, the people that have done jack fucking shit, fucking nothing, go, I ain't got time for that. And it's like, bitch, what have you done? Why not just enjoy a couple old mates that you used to run the fucking grounds with, get together, talk a little obnoxious bullshit for a couple hours every week. It ain't every fucking day, man. You guys can jump on. The train's still here. It's all aboard, Brick Dog. We're going to MMA world, brother.
Choo choo.
Motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how odd boys get down.
It's the people that's done that. That's what gets me. Is like I look at and I'm like, I know you, right? I know you, right? And look, people can say shit about me for sure, dude. I don't have the cleanest slate. I ain't got a big fancy house or a big fancy car, and you know what? I don't fucking want any of that. I wouldn't mind having a nicer pickup truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind having a nice pickup truck.
Yeah.
But as far as like having a great, big, gorgeous, beautiful house, you know what I want, big dog? I want a cabin in the woods. And it ain't even got to be a nice cabin. It ain't even got to be. It's just got to have the bare minimum, brother. And I'll be happy. Happy as a fat dog on a porch in the sun.
You know what we call that?
What?
Freedom.
Yeah. And I've almost got it. By the way, that close. That fucking close. And there are people that hate on it. And they can suck my fucking ball scrote, dude.
Hey, haters gonna hate, dog.
Yep.
And ain'ters gonna ain't.
Mm-hmm. Word to your mother, bitch.
That's right.
We out of here.
Fuck what you heard.
Fuck what you talking about.
Boys out.